I planned this video, so hello. I planned this video for September, but I feel like if I won't record it now, then I will just have second doubts again and I won't tell you about it and I will change everything. And I have beautiful plans for my YouTube videos for September and October and November and for January. So I'm not ready, but I will tell you, because this video is about kinda that I'm not ready, but I'm doing it anyway. And I have news for you, and the news are that I'm writing a book. For the very long time I wanted to write a book. I started and I wrote some books, some stories, but I never finished them. There are many stories that was written but weren't finished, or story. There are many stories that were written but weren't finished. Dobrze? Okay. And stories that I haven't even wrote yet. And for a very long time I really wanted to write a book and publish a book, finish a book and publish a book. And when I was thinking about October, and it's for artists, is this Inktober challenge, I also wanted to participate in that. And last year I also wanted to paint something for Inktober, and I only painted 3 illustrations. I was thinking first about just painting prompts, the official prompts that will be for Inktober, and then I thought, I was thinking that maybe I will create some story that will make all those Inktober pieces like that will make one story. And then I remembered that why create new story. I already started to do this. I already started to create new story to make a cohesive team for Inktober. And then I remembered about stories from Forgotten Library. I already published like a first sketch, the first version, unfinished version of this in December last year. So I thought, okay, I will just like finish it, because it's the story that I published in December doesn't have an ending, so I thought that we'll just write some ending and it will be. But I started to think about this story, and the story just evolved, and there are new characters, new plots. The whole plot is completely different than what I was thinking before, and I decided, and then again I was second guessing, and I was doubting, and I was thinking like, I cannot use stories from Forgotten Library to show you illustration that I want to paint for that if it's not finished. Like, I cannot show you something unfinished. And I was so close to abandon this again, because so many times we think that we have to create something really perfect, and if it's not perfect we abandon it. We forgot about this. And I have this illustration. I painted it. I started to paint it 10 years ago, and I never finished it because I was thinking that it's not perfect, that the light over here is not, it's not realistic, that maybe I make some mistakes, and I forgot about it. I abandoned this dream, and this illustration is supposed to be an illustration to a story that I wanted to write about a boy who awake a dragon. The dragon was sleeping in a cave, and everyone was telling him to not do that because we cannot awake dragon, but nobody tells him why you can't awake a dragon. And I wanted to make like a story, a children book illustrated. I'm over 40, I'm a mom, I have children, and I wanted 10 years ago I wanted to make a children's book, but when I was painting this illustration I was, you know, doubting myself that it's not perfect, that the light isn't looking as great as I thought, that it's supposed to be a dragon here, but how does dragons even look? How am I supposed to paint it? It's like an abandoned dream that I had once, and this story was never created. And we as artists, as writers, as creators, we have the whole worlds inside us, the stories that wouldn't exist without us. And we stop creating, we stop dreaming because we're chasing this perfection that we see. When I take a book, when I'm buying a book from the bookstore and I'm reading it, I'm reading a complete story. When I show you my painting process here, I show you the whole process, the perfect process of a perfect piece, but you don't know how many videos I haven't published. Because, okay, two. That was two. Because I thought that what I painted wasn't perfect, wasn't good enough. And this chase for things good enough paralyze us and make us doubting ourselves. But the truth is that no one can tell if what I'm writing or if what I'm painting is good. Like this illustration that I painted last week. Nobody can tell that, hello, you cannot paint like purple leaves or something like that. The blueberries don't look like that, but when I read your comments, you only commented that you like the atmosphere, that you like the feeling of this illustration, and no one tells that, hello, trees aren't blue. When we create something, when we paint, we draw, we write, only we can decide if this is good or bad, if this is supposed to look like that or if this is supposed to be something different. And so I know I was making laundry, but I decided to just click the pause on the washing machine and just take the camera and record this, because I just knew that if I will start to think about it more and more, then I will completely abandon this idea. And I wanted to make this video and make those videos in September and October and in November and then later, to show you my imperfect process, to show you how ideas are coming to life. And there are many things that I don't know yet. I don't know how my stories from Forgotten Library will end, and they won't end in October. Like I won't be able to write the ending in October. I want to make this video and the other videos to be an encouragement for you to find those dreams that you abandoned, and that we can unforget them together and create something and make this space here that is safe for dreamers and creators to just start to follow our dreams and stop chase perfection, but chase our dreams or follow our dreams. So this video I planned to post like for this is supposed to be a first video for September, and and in August I wanted to clean my desk to have like, hello, it's a fresh start, but no, I order drawer unit from IKEA and it will be next week. So when I'm recording this, it's Friday. You will see this in Tuesday, and the drawer unit will be in Monday. So I would like have to pause everything and wait to this drawer unit to come so I could clean the desk, and then with a clean desk I could tell you, hey, I'm writing a book. But I knew that the more I will think about it, the more doubts I will have, and the more flaws I will see in my story, in the things I want to show you. So I decided to just don't clean my desk, not clean my desk, and write and tell you about my plans, my dreams, and don't forget those abandoned dreams. And I want to show you this process, even if I'm not ready, even if I don't know what I'm doing, but I will just do this anyway, because the beginnings are like that, and the goal is to not create perfection, but to keep creating, and then it will be more polished, more perfect. So I invite you to work together on our unfinished project. I will unforget stories from Forgotten Library, and I will keep writing, and I wish you to not get discouraged, to don't abandon your dreams, and I cheer for you. We can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. So here you can see the stories from Forgotten Library, the first sketch, the first draft, and then you will see how this story changed. Thank you for watching. Bye!